Had a really high average destruction, above 90% in their war yesterday, but Tribe Gaming came way over the top with a 95.4% average destruction and a 60% hit rate to boot. They are definitely going to be a really tough team to beat, especially with Itsu at the helm. He's the captain of the squad, will be attacking very first here for this war. Remember, this is a double elimination match, but because we are in the upper bracket right now, the team that loses this one will still be in it. We're going to be starting off here with a hybrid army, 14 miners and 7 hog riders, a couple of yetis to provide some funneling right off the bat. Coconut Loon out there to catch any seeking air mines, and the healers are going to back up this Archer Queen as best they can. She'll get a few shots at this Royal Champion and provide a perfect opening for the main phase of the attack.
She will indeed walk straight into the base here, Woody. Beautiful funneling by Itsu with the Yetis. Now you see the Archer Queen directly onto the scatter shot with the little super wall breaker going all of the way to the center, just allowing the Archer Queen to get not only the Clan Castle troops, but she also has access to the Town Hall now, Woody, to ensure the first star.
All experienced clashers know that first star is important. You get the second star from earning 50% overall damage, and the coveted third star from total victory of 100% destruction. The winning clan will be the team that gets more stars overall, but if we do go down to a tie, it's overall destruction percentage that determines the winner. Itsu has a great opening early on here, but he's starting to run low on time. Already a minute and 20 into this attack and yet to deploy the main force of his army, but these troops can make a big impact on the base in a very short amount of time if you get the pathing just done perfectly. The funneling has just been awesome so far with the top right section completely annihilated. That's going to lead the hogs on a clockwise path through the base from that 4 o'clock position all the way over to the 10 o'clock. As long as they can make it through these multi-target Infernos and Eagle Artillery, they've got a shot. But boom, bang, crash! Big giant bomb explosion and a bomb tower as well is dealing massive ground damage. Can they survive through this encounter, Judo?
The Grand Warden's ability was used perfectly to allow them through the next giant bomb, the Eagle Artillery fire, and a couple of shots from the scatter shot. A perfectly timed ability by Itsu with the Royal Champion's ability coming through as well. A beautiful freeze to help the miners through. He is getting close here, Woody. He has caught up on time. 40 seconds remain with a ton of miners. We might be in for an opening 3-star by Itsu.
Fans of Tribe are already chanting triple in the chat. Itsu from Tribe Gaming with 30 seconds left has only got to face down a Tesla farm up top, and that's not going to be a stuff to stop these piggies. They're pushing all the way through the last line of defenses and crushing all resistance. Itsu from Tribe Gaming gets the first triple of the day.
What an incredible attack! Such composure through the Queen charge to allow the pathing that you talked of, Woody, for the hybrid, ever so important. And getting the 3-star right out of the gates just puts the pressure onto Indian Clashers and really gives a confidence boost to Tribe Gaming.
This has really got to have Indian Clashers worrying right now. Itsu makes some really risky plays. Yesterday, he actually had the lowest overall destruction of any member of the Tribe Gaming squad. The fact that he came in so strong early on to get a triple really puts their feet to the fire. Indian Clashers are going to have to probably get at least 13 stars if they want to keep pace against a Tribe Gaming squad with one of the highest hit rates in the competitive community.
Absolutely, but we did see Indian Clashers use the exact attack strategy we just seen by Itsu yesterday to their success. They gained 3 stars themselves with it, so let's see if they can do it today, because Death, who did get a 3-star with the strategy, is kicking it off for Indian Clashers.
Oh, yes, he did. They're looking to go toe-to-toe in the early stages of this match, catch a few Teslas in the bottom corner here on Eve Maxi's base, but that won't be too much of a trouble for this Queen charge. She's going to get raged up nice and early, taking a lot of damage from 2 Expos locking onto her early on, but if she can tear down this Scattershot and Grand Warden, that'll be a nice entry into the bottom section. She does have to worry about 2 single-target Infernos along the top and left corners of this base. That can cause a lot of problems for any hero charges, but it's that multi-target Inferno next to the Royal Champion at the 2 o'clock position that's going to be the biggest problem for the hybrid army. 15 miners and 9 hog riders have got to worry about splash damage first and foremost, but with the Eagle Artillery right next to the Queen, she is going to be the next to be targeted. Death has got a beautiful entry to this base and is starting off the main phase of his attack. Siege Barracks already dropped in there at the 8 o'clock position, Judo.
It is indeed a beautiful start to the attack. The Queen has already got so much value, but the scatter shot did get a couple of hits onto the healers there, Woody, which means they are a little bit vulnerable, and if they were to hit a red bomb, then they could easily go down now. The Clan Castle troops have been pulled. Meanwhile, the Hybrid is coming into the Town Hall, but struggling to get to this area. Grand Warden's ability should be used momentarily. There it is to help them through. Death is still on a march through this base, trying to get the responding 3-star, and it looks like he could get it with heal spells left in the pocket.
It's a bit of a tricky play here. You could tell he wanted to go for that Hog Miner attack early on to give a little bit of insulation for that Archer Queen. The Air Sweeper shoving the healers into air defense range means that he lost that really big offensive boon, though, and that might be the end of it. With Pups pounding away at his lower end troops, these ground forces are not going to be able to deal with them. It's going to force those wizards to come on into the middle of the base to try to deal with them, but with splash damage coming down from a wizard tower and a ground-based Expo firing away at these forces, 72% is as high as he's earned, and it's not looking like he's can make it much further, Judo.
Yeah, heartbreak there. You can see the center of the base with the 2 giant bomb areas where the miners and hogs really took damage. Right as I was saying the attack was going so well for him, it turned in a heartbeat. And it is not the 3-star that they needed, Banks.
Yes, indeed. Like a bit of a deflating attack in the opening there for Indian Clashers, but Tribe coming out of the gate super strong. Itsu managing to secure the first triple of the war, and we've still got Evechek, Maxi, and Lexnos, who all managed to secure triples in yesterday's war, so it could be a rough ride for Indian Clashers, Woody.
That's right. We haven't seen a triple from any of the other members of the Indian Clashers. We were calling Death the MVP for this team yesterday based on his 3-star and his 1-star defense against the Silent Snipers. Failing to put that big hit up on the board early on really gives Tribe the position now to clinch it super early in this war. Eve Maxi might be the guy to get the job done. He pulled off a 3-star yesterday and is one of the most experienced players on this squad. He says he talks a lot in clan chat, so that really helps him prepare by bouncing ideas off of his teammates. This is a team that has been working together for many years and has a lot of experience collaborating for the best plan for this attack. Judah, what I'm noticing in this setup, though, is 38 Hog Riders eschewing the miners entirely to go on a heavy defense-focused assault. That could leave him a little bit light-handed for the heroes on the back end. That's why he's brought those 2 headhunters, and will have to focus his firepower on defenses that won't be torn apart by the Hog Riders.
Yes, sometimes you can send the Royal Champion in with the Hog Riders, but Eve Maxi decides to use it as his hero dive, pushing the heroes in. I think he wanted the scatter shot, though, Woody, in the center of the base. You notice the King and Queen just move on up to the top, and he hasn't quite got that. But with the Wall Wrecker taking down the Town Hall and the 1st star secured, the Hog Riders has an easy path through the bottom of the base, but that scatter shot in the center of the base looks deadly.
It sure is. It can deal a massive amount of damage to any ground-based Koth, especially when they're so packed up together like this. And with that scatter shot alive in the top right corner, it's going to be a hard call to see this go on. This Tribe Gaming squad has been together through 11 original team fights and now focused on this professional attempt to make it back to the World Finals. We know that they are semi-finalists from that grand stage at the ESL One event last year, and they want to make it back up to the top. Remember, this is a $1 million event, folks, and the top level of Clash of Clans anywhere around the world. The squad's got a ton of experience, but it looks like in this attack here and now, Eve Maxi is going to be left high and dry, keeping pace against an Indian Clasher squad, but is going to be dragging down the overall damage percentage quite a bit. This is actually going to be one of the worst attacks that we've seen from Tribe Gaming so far in this tournament, but plenty of wiggle room. He had the opportunity to make a risky play, stabbing in hard, but didn't work out this time. Great job on base construction to serial killer from the Indian Clashers.
We all know that you have to take risks, Woody. Without risk, you do not often get the reward. Now, Maxi is a streamer in himself, and I have seen him use the lightning into Hog Riders to big success, but just didn't quite get it working on this base. And this is one of the advantages to the Hog Riders. You can notice the minion at the end of the raid just cleaning out the non-defense buildings. Because the Hog Riders clear them through, it means you can often drive up the percentage towards the end. I do note there's a Hog Rider left in the army, which Maxi now uses, but he just didn't really have anywhere he could get value from that. 80% 2-star, nothing to grumble about, but it does give Indian Clashers a little bit of a hope.
Indeed it does. We're going to recoup from our loss there and take another look at the Indian Clashers. Even with a 3-star, though, that would not be enough to come back against a Tribe Gaming squad with an impressive 90% destruction average overall from those first 2 attacks. A little bit lower than what we saw from their battle yesterday, but maybe that's what you would come to expect from an Indian Clasher squad that had one of the best defenses. I think the only 1-star yesterday was against an Indian Clasher base. So you're really seeing the defensive prowess from this team on display here and now. So it's going to be up to 11 next from the Indian Clasher squad, moving in with, once again, the old reliable hybrid army. 11 is a soccer player outside of the game, so you know that he's got a lot of skills working in a team-based environment, and that's what you need to succeed at the top levels of Clash of Clans esports as well. Working together with your squad to find the right base designs to frustrate your opponents. Early stab at the Town Hall will get rewarded, even with a tornado trap spinning that Archer Queen right round. She gets drawn a little bit deeper into the base, but with only 2-point defenses firing away at her, the position's actually not too bad for 11 here.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good, actually, that he found the tornado trap, because it means the miners and hogs, well, miners do not get attracted by the tornado trap, but it's a big deal for Hog Riders. He's already got that out of the base, so he knows he is not going to hit that. And like you said, with the Town Hall down, not only does it secure the star, it means the Grand Warden's ability can be used anyway. Now, with the King, he's trying to set a bit more of a funnel here, but he's also having a bit of a dicey play with the Queen, driving into the single target Inferno. You see the hybrid coming in from the top. Is it going to be the 3-star that Indian Clashers need, Woody?
I also saw 2 Seeking Air Mines pop out onto the healers on that left side corner. He's got a couple of coconut loons that were trying to drag along the bottom left side, but they weren't enough to sweep for those mines, and this Queen's going to have a bit of a struggle making her way through the bottom side of the base. As long as she can stay far away from those point defenses, though, and pop them down one by one, she might have enough hit points to make it all the way to the backside. Her healers have switched off of her, though, and that's not necessarily the worst news. As long as she can take down the scatter shot at the bottom corner, she doesn't have any ability left, though, and with the skeletons popping away at her, it looks like she's 1 shot short, Judo.
1 shot, and it is so close. It could be the defining factor. You can see with the healers onto the Hog Riders, as you mentioned, Woody, it is keeping them alive. And with the Royal Champion's ability, he has to hold on to this. The Royal Champion's ability could take the scatter shot right at the end, brings in the supporting minion to try and help focus the fire of the troops into the base, onto the defenses. I think he could get it here, Woody. The scatter shot goes down. The Royal Champion is doing work onto the Expo. Indian Clashers doing what they need to do with the responding 3-star against Tribe Gaming.
Fantastic footwork for that Royal Champion. Could have used that ability earlier on, but knew that he had to save it for that scatter shot out back, Banks.
And just like that, Indian Clashers are back in this war. Just what we want to see in the opening war of Day 2. What a fantastic attack there. I mean, there's not much more to say there, Woody. What a brilliant attack.
11 told us that he will never quit. As long as the war is still raging on, he will put his best foot forward, and that is exactly what we saw from the second hit by the Indian Clashers. A squad now behind by just a fraction of 1% relative to their Tribe Gaming opponents, and really showing up well in this second day. Tribe Gaming is certainly a strong squad, but they are not invincible by any means. They've had good performances in the Clash of Clans World Championship before, but have not yet qualified this year. They're making their stand here and now, though, and it's going to be Nick up at bat next. Nick is an employee at NASA, our literal rocket scientist, so let's see if those planning skills come to the forefront here with this next hit. It's going to be 2 Lava Hounds, a man born to fly in the skies. Nick has got 30 balloons to support it as well, not going for healers at all. We're going to see what we call a hero dive or Sui heroes, probably on the top left over here to open up this area and give an easy access to the base. When you have a Walloon attack like this, what are the things that most worry you on defense, Judo?
Well, the Clan Castle troops can be difficult when you're doing a hero dive, but as you mentioned, with them taken down already, he can send his queen into the Town Hall, which is a big issue. At Town Hall 13, the Giga Bomb would take out all of the balloons, so by Nick taking that down straight away, it means he can use his Grand Warden's ability over the center of the base, probably to a scatter shot because you can see 2 of them, and another big threat is the air sweepers. But notice how the Lava Loon is now coming in from the top of the base, and the air sweeper is pointing in the opposite direction.
Yeah, we've got one firing away at the 2 o'clock position, though. A couple of air bombs pop out onto the Stone Slammer, and that's not the worst news ever. It's going to keep his balloon safe from the rest of the traps in the base. Nice job popping down the air defense there and taking out a scatter shot in the top right corner as well. This is going super fast, Judo.
It is, and he used his Grand Warden's ability to protect the Headhunter. It got through. Oh, it didn't get the Queen. She stands with a tiny little bit of health. That could be a big deal moving down to the end of the base. But the reason Nick came in towards the air sweeper was the scatter shots and the Eagle artillery were taken down fast. It means coming to the end of the base, he doesn't deal with them. The minions take down the Queen, and he has a couple of supporting loons, but with a multi-target Inferno, it is just too much for Nick. He tried his best, but it is going to be ever so close, Woody.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be the 2-star, but a very high percentage one at that. Grand Warden's got some free sniping shots at the bottom of this base and will be able to take out some additional collectors, but that single target Inferno is going to be too much for him to deal with. Long range and heavy heating blast from that last defense. Great job to Nick here, but came up a little bit short at the end. Still, this percentage destruction is going to put Tribe even further ahead in that race. And if it comes down to it at the end, they have got to be patting Nick on the back for getting so many of these buildings torn apart.
Indeed, and with the balloons, it's very similar to what I mentioned with the Hog Riders, that they take out the defenses, allowing you to clean up the buildings. But as good as the percentage is for Tribe, you've got to question, is the momentum in Indian Clash's favor? I know they are behind on percent, but leading out of a 3-star, that could be really advantageous for them.
Looking at momentum, certainly would have to agree with you there. A 92% destruction average for Tribe Gaming is certainly within reach for the Indian Clashers. Even without a 3-star, if they are able to put up some really impressive hits like that, just one slip up from the next 2 attacks by Tribe could put them behind in percentage overall. Next hit is going to be coming in from Drag of the Indian Clashers. He plays lots of mobile games, including Clash of Clans and Brawl Stars, so he's got broad experience on the device. He's got fast finger work, and we're going to expect to see him playing really adaptable in this next hit. He's brought 9 dragons, though. The mass drag hit with 7 bat spells. A drag bat, as we call it, is going to help him along the backside of this base. Expect to see those bat spells used against that single target Inferno and maybe even Eagle Artillery on the other end once he clears this opening side on the top.
That's exactly what it looks like, Woody. And notice that the wizard towers are also pushed to the edge of the base. That means that he can easily adapt in order to freeze them and allow the bats to swoop around the perimeter. It's not like they're going into the center and having to split up. Now, the name would suggest that he's good with this strategy, but it was only a 2-star he got yesterday. Oh, the Archer Queen goes down, Woody. And I think he wanted the Town Hall with the Queen. He can easily adapt here and send the Battle Blimp in. But getting that Town Hall with the Queen would have definitely been a really good play.
Well, he'll continue his best effort against that Town Hall, firing another salvo away there. Looks like the Sneaky Goblins will get the job done, but exploding to the Giga Bomb, they won't have anything else to say. It's all about the Dragons roaring through the top side of this base, and an early Eternal Tome to protect them from that Inferno Dragon and the 2 Inferno Towers burning away at them now. A defensive Archer Queen is fallen as the Dragon Fire sweeps through the base, burninating the countryside. A well-protected Grand Warden now back, flying ahead with that pirate skin on top. That Parrot's able to keep him high above the action here, but is not able to keep all of the dragons in that life aura. They're starting to spread out along the top side of the base, and that could be trouble for Drag later on. But here come the bats. It's all about the bats now, Juno.
They've cleared out the bottom section. They are doing incredibly well. The Wizard Tower will take them down, but as long as they get through the majority of defenses as they have, the dragons can finish off the base. The Wizard Tower is onto the dragons. The bats finish it off, and lo and behold, Indian Clashers will take the lead here with a 3-star drag bat attack. Beautiful job to take out majority of the base with the dragons, finish off with the bats. Wow, Woody, this war just got interesting. I cannot believe what is happening here. Indian Clashers are taking the lead versus Tribe Gaming, Banks.
Yes, indeed. Indian Clashers, the motor is now running. Off to a slightly slow start, but they are now well and truly in motion. Tribe Gaming definitely have to pull something out of the bag if they're going to fight their way back into this war, Woody.
Smithereens! Tribe Gaming blown apart by the mid-game plays from the Indian Clashers. Drag has really brought the heat this time with those dragons, and it's up now to Evecheck from the other side to get this work in. He told us before the matches began that he's lost 10 kilos since the last qualifier. So let's hope he didn't lose his clash skills too. I have no doubt that he's going to get a good attack in here. Battle Blade drops early thanks to a big bomb going off, but he'll still be able to grab that single target Inferno and wail away at the enemy Archer Queen. She doesn't go down though, and that is disaster for this early hit from Evecheck.
Oh my word, he would have loved for that Archer Queen to go down. It's not too bad because his attacking Queen can one-shot the Queen, but she will be taking a little bit of damage here. I think Evecheck can very much still recover, and let's remember, from the first qualifier, Evecheck, the Headhunter finishes her off, Woody. Beautiful job. Evecheck got 3 3-stars in the first qualifier and a 3-star yesterday. He is perfect in this year's World Championship qualifiers, so if he can continue that momentum, he puts Tribe Gaming right back in this.
Well, as he told us, it's all about base testing, some friendly wars for practice, and base testing. You have got to get time in the game to know how these interactions play out as like a second sense. You can't just watch it. You have to feel how your army moves through the space and respond with lightning quick reflexes if you want that 3-star.
Evecheck had to use an early heal spell there because of the Teslas right as he brought the hybrid in, but he has recovered. They move on through with the Eagle Artillery slamming down into the troops. He's able to tank through that and the Giga Bomb with the Grand Warden's ability, and as the miners move through, he uses a heal spell, keeping onto the Royal Champion's ability. You've seen how important that was in the Indian Clashers attack. They move on through. There's just the single target Inferno on the back end, Woody, which could be a real troublesome defense for Evecheck.
Unfortunate positioning for these defenses. He fires off that Royal Champion ability early, and I really like that. It's just, he's already lost all the hogs and nearly all of the miners along the bottom side. This single target Inferno is going to be the last great line of defense, and with the Royal Champion still a bit distracted, can they get it down in time? This freeze spell goes off. The Archer Queen's going to refocus. The last freeze is out. Royal Champion locks. Throw that spear, girl. Time is running out.
It doesn't matter. The Royal Champion can go down. Evecheck has the Queen, miners, minions, wizards, everything closing in at the end of the attack. The miners just need to lock onto the single, and he is good as they get in there. Oh, there's a giant bomb, but it will not matter. Healers are there. Tribe Gaming are right back in this with another 3-star. Wow, this war is incredible, Woody.
How intense was that? Action down to the last few seconds. Evecheck clutching it when his team needed it most, holding onto those spells when he knew he needed them at the end there to keep his heroes alive long enough to get those last few miners into the action. I actually kind of underestimated the miners a bit. I thought that they had kind of whittled away, but they were spread out, and after the reunion there, finished off that last remaining compartment to get the 3-star. That's going to be a little bit of a percentage destruction advantage now for Tribe Gaming. Hats off to them for pulling off an impressive attack there, but an opportunity for Salim, if he triples again, to keep the Indian Clashers ahead. He's a very creative player and likes to spend his free time going swimming with his buds. He is going to be swimming through a tough base here, though. Eachek has set up a really tricky trap. Can he get the job done with this hybrid army, Judo?
Well, Indian Clashers have got 2 3-stars in their previous 2 attacks. So if they continue that momentum, they move back in the lead. Either way, it is going to be a close war. You can see how tight the percentage is. This could go to anybody. Salim is driving into the town hall with his queen charge and starting off this attack very collected, Woody. He has set the funnel on either side. Nice use of the rage and that coconut loon. We always talk about searching for black bombs through the rage spell. The queen gets to the town hall, and I have to admire the start of this attack.
Known for being one of the clutch attackers on his team. Even 11 said that he was the guy that Salim was the guy he would rely most on to get a triple when the Indian Clashers needed it most. He's playing very patient now, and that works super well for protecting your assets early on in the raid. A really well-insulated queen has still got all her healers and the rage spells keeping her topped off, but will time be a factor here? He's finally deployed his forces with 1:37 left as they crack their way through the first layer of walls. They engage the enemy Eagle artillery and are ripping it apart. Very little damage dealt by that big heavy defense, Judo.
He needs this hybrid to get moving through the base. He is stalling quite a little bit. I love the supporting Hog Riders from the siege barracks coming through to that single target Inferno, ever so crucial, and a perfect Grand Warden's ability in between the 2 scatter shots really does help out the troops. But with the Archer Queen going down to the top, is it going south? The Hogs and Miners splitting up. I'm not sure he has the force to finish off the end of the base, Woody.
The Hogs and Miners reunite in the bottom corner, but a multi-target Inferno Scattershot Bomb Tower Royal Champion, that is a massive roadblock for him to finish off against, and these Hogs have taken a huge amount of damage. No heal spells left in his arsenal. Salim is doing his best to keep these forces on target, but he doesn't even have any hero abilities left either.
The Royal Champion.
Leave him really light-handed to deal with the last line of defense, Judo.
Oh, the Royal Champion steps up. If only the healers were on the Royal Champion, he might have had a chance. The multi-target Inferno is the major defense here. The Miners caught on the outside. I'm not sure if they can get through, Woody, in time for the multi. It's going to be close. Time will tell. 15 seconds. Can they do it? He has wizards to support. Healer's still there. I'm not sure. Time is ticking down. Oh, my word.
3 stars out of the question, but the Indian Clashers will improve on their overall destruction percentage. A 96% 2-star from Salim brings them back up to 93.2% overall. Tribe Gaming and Indian Clashers are neck and neck, and this is guaranteed to go down to the very last attack, Banks.
Yes, it is indeed. Salim managing to secure that 96% 2-star, this high percentage 2-stars, and these triples are basically all we're seeing throughout this war. Tribe and Indian Clashers going head-to-head, butting heads. This is going to be this is going to go right down to the wire, Judo.
Indeed it is, and let's remember, the winner goes through into Championship Sunday, whereas the loser has to battle again and could potentially get sent home. Neither of the teams want that. They just want their initial victory, so it is Lexnos of Tribe Gaming to try and secure this. If he 3-stars, Indian Clashers could not catch up because they wouldn't be able to catch the percentage, Woody.
Lexnos, one of the heaviest hitters for Tribe Gaming, like a bull in a china shop unleashed on Drag's base. You're absolutely right that a triple here from Tribe Gaming would clinch victory, but can he do it? Lexnos has eaten 4 pounds of steak at once, so he is no stranger to taking on a big task and shoveling it all down. Drag's base is going to be sending in the defenses early to try to counter this queen charge in the bottom left corner. CC troops are going to bring an Inferno Dragon, which requires a free spell to stop up here for Lexnos, keeping that queen safe and healthy, even out of range of the enemy royal champion. Good positioning there from Lexnos. He's going to have a lot to be happy about later on in this raid when this queen is still firing away on all cylinders.
Absolutely, he does. The queen locks to the town hall, beautifully uses the freeze spell to protect the healers. I think Lexnos had two different plans here, whether the queen went for the town hall or indeed she walked away from it, but she does get the town hall. He brings another super wallbreaker. She gets low on health though, Woody. Has to use the ability. The tornado trap goes off, which again is very helpful with the Hogs and Miners, and here they come from 6 o'clock. Can they get this one done though?
Need to get that scatter shot as soon as possible, Queen. Two Seeking Air Mines explode onto the healers and knock them out of the sky. That's going to be big trouble for Lexnos later on in this raid. That Grand Warden not keeping pace with the rest of the miners yet. Gotta hold on and hop to it, guy. Passes off the Eternal Tome to protect him from some Eagle Artillery raining down from the skies with Wizards to back up this P.E.K.K.A. in the right side corner. The Siege Barracks will funnel even more troops into the raid, but can they hold on? Archer Queen keeping her pace for dear life in the top side corner, Judo.
Oh, she continues to just lose healers from black bombs. I love the use of that single balloon by Lexnos. He tries everything, but you can see the central scatter shot that was meant to be taken down by the queen, and it is continuing to wreck Lexnos's troops, with the miners now getting damaged by both scatter shots. This will lower the percentage and give Indian Clashers a fighting chance of snitching this war.
As when a prowling wolf whom hunger drives to seek new hunt for prey, Lexnos will be forced back to the drawing board, seeking a new target in another war. A 2-star hit this time will drag Tribe Gaming's overall destruction percentage down into the lower 90s, but can Indian Clashers do the unthinkable and unseat this World Championship team from last year? Tribe Gaming with 12 stars and a percentage above the 90s has got one of the highest bars set by any team this month so far. 91.8% average destruction overall.
Yes, we will find out the exact percentage that Indian Clashers require. A 2-star could indeed win them this war, but let's remember, all of the pressure is on this attack. Win and you go through, and if you do not get the required percentage, Indian Clashers lose and have to fight later on today. It is the Lightning into Dragons, and here comes Serial Killer to try and win it for Indian Clashers.
An 87% 2-star necessary to clinch victory here. The Serial Killer of Indian Clashers will be the final attacker in this war, ladies and gentlemen. Yesterday, Serial Killer got a 2-star 93%, just over the hump necessary to claim victory this time around. But this is so close. You cannot take any single building for granted. Itsu has a lot of buildings along the exterior of the base that are going to be easy pickings for Serial Killer's attack here, but with an 87% threshold, he cannot leave any big defenses up. Two really well protected scatter shots in the interior of the base protecting that town hall. We're going to expect to see Serial Killer make probably a counterclockwise position around this base, maybe from the bottom left section with those dragons to support the opening provided here by the hero dive. No, actually, it's going to go from the top.
Yeah, I think he's doing a great job here with the Lightning. He takes out the center of the base, uses the hero dive to take out all of the buildings, or attempting to, on the left-hand side, but his Archer Queen is walking around the outside. Oh, she comes back. Getting them two expos are a huge deal for Indian Clashers, as the dragons come from the right-hand side and now have a clear path behind the sweepers down to the town hall. The Queen did miss the air defense, which could be the advantage to Tribe.
Yeah, they were ground-based Expos, so I'm not really sure how much that helped Serial Killer in the end. With that air defense still standing up, that might be the last and final defense that Serial Killer needs to take down. Remember, he needs the 2-star 87%. Anything short of that is worth trash in this match right now. Tribe Gaming standing tall and proud, but can their defenses hold on? 71% claimed by Serial Killer as he passed toward the bottom corner of the base. 15% more needed, but the Dragons are going down fast. Most of the point defenses have been eliminated, though, and the Grand Warden still up and protecting them. That pirate is firing away. Can he plunder the booty from this base? Itsu's holding on for dear life, but will this last line of defense stop them?
He is getting super close, Woody. The Dragons are doing everything they can. The point defense out of the way. How many more traps are down in this area? The percentage continues to climb. 80.
There it is! 87%! Indian Clashers advance to the playoffs! Tribe Gaming relegated to the lower bracket, and an amazing upset! A 3% destruction! The difference between qualification and destruction supreme!
Right, you are there, Woody. What an incredible upset. Indian Clashers will be going through to tomorrow's playoffs. Tribe are going to have another go at it later on today in the lower bracket to fight their way out in order to get back into the playoffs. Look right there, the balloon casting across your screen with Indian Clashers banner waving the flag. Congratulations once again to Indian Clashers, an outstanding performance, determined to make it through to Sunday's playoffs. Take a look at these stats. Look how close it was, Judo.
Oh, what an exciting Warbanks. This was incredible. Exactly what we expected from this matchup. Such high percentages throughout, but it was Indian Clashers that were just that little bit better today.